90-Day Fiancé, Shekina breaks down on the eve of her wedding. The couples on 90-Day Fiancé, the other way, always have some big decisions before them. Stuck between two countries, the pairs of the reality TV show must decide where they're going to settle down and build their shared life. This has proven especially different for Sarper and Shekina, lovebirds who have found themselves splitting their time between Istanbul and Los Angeles. As they get closer and closer to their wedding day, however, things seem to be crumbling, the latest of which concerns the plans around the wedding venue. Shekina hopes to get married in bed. In the most recent episode of the season, Sarper and Shekina geared up for their wedding day, finalizing the details of their would-be ceremony. Shekina announced that she had a very particular vision for the event, that she and Sarper would literally get married in a bed. Shekina explained that she wanted to lean into the theme, which she first came up with because she liked the way that wedding and bedding rhymed. To bring this vision to life, she and Sarper spent the episode going to various hotels to check out room options where they would read their vows to each other on the big day. Shekina started the venue scouting day in a hopeful mood, holding a clear picture of what she was going for in her mind. She even elaborated to the cameras the type of vibe that she was going for. It needed to have a lot of beautiful natural light. A really majestic, beautiful bed. I wanted to be elegant. I wanted to be sexy, classy, unique, and beautiful. Unfortunately for Shekina, the views weren't all they were cracked up to be. She was disappointed when one of the hotels she thought would be the most promising looked old and worn down instead. The floors are just destroyed. The decor is old and run down. Everything is wrong with this picture, she said. It wasn't long before she grew emotional, tearing up over the pressure of trying to put together the perfect day. Sarper's patience for wedding planning is growing thin. As Shekina started to cry over the venue disappointment, Sarper admitted to the cameras that he was frustrated with their wedding planning process. To him, the day didn't need to be so complicated, and seeing Shekina's large emotional reaction only made him feel more stressed out than he already was. In a candid moment, Sarper confessed to the producers that he was already using his energy to convince himself he still wanted to get married. He also noted his irritation with Shekina for stirring up drama. I'm doing my best to convince myself that I have to get married. And she is doing her best to make such a new drama. For Sarper, it seems that his priority is to get the ceremony over as quickly as possible so that the issues with his visa can be put to rest once and for all. Luckily, their search didn't end as a total failure. Instead, Shekina called their wedding planner and asked for some revisions to the space. By the end of the episode, the couple arranged for the employees working at the hotel to rearrange some of the furniture in the room to more closely match her vision. Though she wasn't entirely happy, she ended the episode satisfied enough, and, as of this article's writing, it seems that their plans to get married are still in place. Viewers of the show seem to be similarly irked by Shekina's fixation on the little details. As reported by Soap Central, a few comments on Twitter showed fans poking fun at her plans, confused about why Shekina was asking for such particular items when choosing to get married at a local hotel. Shekina is delusional. She said she will be walking down the aisle. Ma'am, you are getting married in a Motel 6. What aisle? You will be walking around a bed and a table, wrote one fan. Just when I think Shekina can't be any more ridiculous, she finds a way to top it, added another. 90-Day Fiancé, Sarper Guven makes a bold suggestion following Shekina Garner's prenup. For fans of the 90-Day Fiancé franchise, the stars of the original reality show and all its spin-offs can be hard to keep up with. After all, even though the cast members sign NDAs, there are often headlines about things like the outcomes of their nasty divorces and their prison sentences. Fans also keep up on stories about Aaliyah Di Battista meeting Sean Finch's family and about why David Toborowski left his wife in Thailand after their IVF journey. Based on all of those crazy headlines, it can sometimes feel 90-Day Fiancé can't shock fans anymore. However, when fans see the way that Sarper Guven reacted to Shekina Garner's prenup request, they will almost certainly be amazed. Sarper Shekina made an outrageous statement in response to Shekinah Garner's prenup request. For couples, there are some discussions that are always going to be painful. Unfortunately, for many couples, one of the most triggering things is when they fight about money. After all, when people talk about the most common reasons for divorce, one of the first things that almost always comes up is money problems. As hard as it can be for regular couples to discuss money, those tensions would be taken to another level if reality show stars are involved. There are many reasons for that, including the pressures of being filmed all the time and the need for both members of the couple to save face. For those reasons and more, Sarper Shekina asking Shekinah Garner for a prenup was always going to be a difficult situation. Still, even in that situation, the way that Sarper responded to Shekinah was truly shocking, to say the least. In May 2025, People published an article summarizing the 15th episode of 90 Day Fiancé's 11th season. During the episode, Sarper went to dinner with his fiancée, Shekinah, and her friends. During that event, one of Shekinah's friends brought up the idea of couples getting prenups before they get married. In response, Sarper immediately spoke about how insulting being asked to sign a prenup is. In my culture, a prenup is very rude to ask for, especially a woman to ask a man. If Sarper thought that comment might put an end to the prenup talk, he was completely wrong. In response to Sarper's comment, one of Shekinah's friends told him that they didn't want to offend him. Myself and nobody here would ever want to offend you in any way. In April 2025, Reality Tea published an article looking at which 90-day fiancé couples the outlet believed were the most likely to get married. That article made a very definitive prediction about whether Shekinah Garner and Sarper Shekina would get married. Shekinah Garner and Sarper Shekina will almost definitely get married on 90 Day Fiancé Season 11, however. Another one of Shekinah's friends argued that signing a prenup would make sense given how unpredictable the 90-day couple's situation was. We can't control the US government and neither can you about when you're able to work and contribute. And so all this is something that would be put in a drawer in case the worst scenario happens. In a confessional interview, Shekinah stated that she could understand why her friends were concerned about her marrying Sarper without a prenup. However, viewers didn't really need that confessional considering what Shekinah did next. As a March 2025 Collider article revealed, Sarper said earlier in the 90 Day Fiancé season that he needed Shekinah's trust, or he would go back to Turkey. If she never get rid of that insecurities, if she never let me feel the freedom that I want, I will destroy everything, all bridges and go back to Turkey. In response to her friend's comments, Shekinah told Sarper that she thought it could be smart to get a prenup. Babe, you know, I trust you, but it might be a good idea for me to just get that. I mean, what's it hurt to get it? During a confessional interview, Sarper expressed how shocked he was by Shekinah's comment about them getting a prenup. What the F********. Oh my god, I am shocked. We have never talked with Shekinah about prenup before. Even though Sarper told the camera he was shocked by the request, he didn't take long to respond. While 90 Day Fiancé fans are used to stunning statements, how Sarper reacted to the prenup discussion is amazing. Sarper explained that if they sign a prenup, there is a clause he would like to include. Amazingly enough, Sarper told Shekinah in front of her friends that he would like the prenup to include a mind-blowing clause about her weight. I have a weight target for you, right? 128 pounds. I will weigh you in every first week of every month and for every pound you're over, I will fine you for $1,000. As amazing as Sarper's comment was, the reaction it received is very telling. Shekinah Garner wasn't shocked by Sarper Shekina's weight lose clause in the prenup request. Unsurprisingly, Sarper Shekina's suggestion that he could weigh and fine Shekinah Garner monthly got a big response from her friends. During the 15th episode of 90 Day Fiancé's 11th season, fans saw Shekinah's friends expressing their outrage at Sarper's comment. While it made sense that Shekinah's friends couldn't believe Sarper would even consider adding a prenup clause like that, the way his fiancé reacted was very telling. Instead of getting mad, Sarper stated during a confessional interview that she wasn't shocked by what Sarper said. Sarper's suggestion about adding a clause in the prenup about my weight is not a shock. Of course he's saying that. He's the same guy that was trying to weigh me from day one. Even though Shekinah acknowledged how concerned Sarper was about her weight, she clearly believed there was more to his suggestion. During the same confessional interview, Shekinah stated her belief that Sarper made the comment to express his anger that she would request a prenup eventually. Sarper had enough of Shekinah's friends calling him out, so he left after making a simple statement. "I need to leave." After that, Sarper was shown during a confessional interview pretty much confirming that he did make the statement to get back at Shekinah. "I don't care what they think. How can I request such a thing? How can she request a prenup to me? That's the same thing. I mean, it's really disrespectful. It's so disrespectful."